If I was to refer to you as darling or babe or something like that, you'd find it offensive?
Well, I think offended is quite a strong term. I mean, you know, I'm a comedian in a feminist campaign. I get called much, much worse on a daily basis. But do I like it? Do I think, oh, I'll shop in your shop? No. I think, oh, come on, like, I'm 41 years old, you know. I just sort of think, you know, and especially when you get to the door and the guy at the door is like, good afternoon, sir. Hello, love. And you're like, hold on a minute, like, if you're going to call him sir, could I have a similar level of respect? So I'm not about to, you know, cause a firestorm when it happens. I don't think anyone should be locked up. But I think if you work in a shop and you want to give good customer service, the surveys say about 2/3 of women don't like it. So some don't mind. But if you're not sure, the best guess is to say something else.
Our poll disagrees with that. That 88% of people say that they wouldn't be offended by someone calling them darling.
But isn't that who's answered the poll, though, isn't it? That's like people who feel strongly about it. Most people are at home. Do you know what I mean? It's that thing where if you do a survey and say, have you been burgled? Everybody's been burgled because you don't bother answering that survey unless it means something to you. So I think it's like...
I'd like to think that our viewers had quite a
full
well-rounded
representative
opinion.
Of the British.
Why is there a problem with this, with this, Kim? You know, maybe it is time to say, look, that's too familiar and I don't like it.
It's a load of garbage. Utter load of garbage. I think a majority of us do it in a nice way. We don't mean any harm. Hello, my love. Hello, dear. Hello. And when you just said that when you go into the grocery store, any store, hello, sir, hello, what stores do you go into, my love?
That is
simply not true, dear. You're telling porkies. You're telling porkies. No, rubbish.
You can
so this is sexist. You're making sexist. So you're saying it only happens to women.
No, I haven't said that, actually.
But you're saying they wouldn't do it if it was a man.
No, actually, no. Very much my point is, if you go into a shop, and I don't know, that, for example, there's Greasy Spoon cafes near me, and there's an older woman who runs it, and she calls absolutely everybody darling. And when that happens, I think, oh, well, that's just how she talks. And it's not that I necessarily like it, but I think, oh, that's just how she talks. But when you go somewhere and they call the men sir and the women darling, then I think, hold on a minute, if you're going to be nice and respectful to him, why not call me madam? If he's sir, then I must be madam. Surely that's only equitable.
I must tell you this now, and I go shopping a great deal. I have never heard somebody say, hello, sir, hello, darling. Are you talking tripe? You're making it as you're going along with it.
Let's move away from the...
women.
No, but if you... you see, stop this sexist lark, because I go shopping a lot. The lady on my till says to men, hello, darling, how you doing? How's the wife? Hello, darling, to me. She doesn't just say it to me. You're just looking for something to say, dear. You're talking tripe. Well, you don't go in and say, no man's going to say, hello, sir, hello, darling.
All right,
where
Kim,
do you shopping? Where does she go shopping?
Kim, it is a discussion, so she's entitled to
she's not telling
have
the truth.
Well,
then please tell the truth.
If she's experienced that, then that's...
Have you ever experienced this?
It's not our debate. So what I've got to say that let's move away from maybe the sexist aspect of it, and let's move on to the fact that you walk into a supermarket and somebody says to you, "Thanks very much indeed, darling." Isn't that just part of being British? In parts of the country, you're a pet or a...
Right? So this woman, she's been to her local shop and they've called her darling, and she said, "Actually, I don't really like that. Could you not do it?" And they've kept doing it. Well, you know what? If I came on the show and you called me Katie, I'd say, oh, sorry, Philip, I prefer Kate. And you're nice and polite, so of course you'd do that. And so if you've asked somebody to use your preferred term of address, then it is rude. Even whatever your views on the subject, you can't just go, oh, I think Katie sounds nicer. You have to go, oh, that's what you prefer, so I'll do that. So, and also, let's remember, she's not trying to get them arrested. She's just saying, you know what, I don't like it. I've asked you not to. You keep doing it. I'm going to shop elsewhere. And I think as consumers, we absolutely have the right to make our decisions based on whatever we feel.
Well, they won't miss you, dear. They won't miss you in that shop.
Amanda says this woman needs to get a grip. There are worse names to be called in this world. Beth says, come to Derbyshire and see how you like being called the duck. These type of phrases are just terms of endearment. People need to get over themselves.
But then Wendy says, I hate pet names. They're too informal. People should use proper terms, especially in the workplace. Samantha says, people need to realise that not everyone wants to be spoken to like a child. I'm actually glad to hear this lady is standing up to people, as even before the story.
But you're not being spoken to like a child. So, hello, my love. Hello, dear. What is the harm? What is wrong with you, woman? We are living on this earth today.
Yeah,
you've had your 5. Shut up. We're living on this earth today. Stop it. You won't change me. You're the one that's creating. We're living in a troubled world. We know what's going on in this country. If I go in and say, hello, my love, I think, But I'm not looking. You're looking
Before you
for
tear their heads off.
But Kim...
No, it's nothing. And you see a little old lady
Kim, you're
sitting there
quite
earning a
right.
few
Look-
bob, and she says, hello, darling. And you say, don't call me darling.
But Kim,
Get
you're-
a life.
You're quite right. Of course, there are bigger issues. You know, I'm not suggesting.
hope you
for a moment.
realise that. I was
But
worrying.
hold on a minute. If you're so sure there are bigger issues, why did you decide to come on national TV and talk about this one? Like,
Because I'm hoping
because you like to talk
the
about the war in
people-
Syria. Because
I'm
I've got some
hoping-
points
I'm hoping
about
we're not
the way
so
Brussels
stressing
have
the
been
war.
on.
I tell you what, ladies, you can both go and discuss that over
I
a
just
nice cup of
think
tea.
that you would come on and want to discuss, and I'm defending and saying, don't pick on people that don't
did
mean
do that.
any harm to you
Yeah,
at all.
no, I was
If
with you
nobody
there.
means
Right,
you any
we're going to have to
harm,
stop you
they're
there,
not being
darling.
rude.
Madam, thank you very much for
Alone.
coming.
I
Thank
think
you
that's a
both very
fascinating
much.
debate. It will continue on.
I think
I'm
it will. But thank
absolutely
you.
sure.
Both sides well
Much
heard.
appreciated.
Good job, you're a comedian. You need to be the
Thank you.
side
Thank you very much. Still going.